All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Joe Baker's Remedy Report, a show about bringing harmony to the world through economic innovations, health tips, increased awareness. We do some healing and that type of stuff. If you could send some money my way via PayPal, that'd be great. The address is there on the screen. Also, you could mail a check to Joseph William Baker, 1930 Village Center Circle, number 34444, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. A little later in the show, I'm going to do what I call a live, I'm going to be recording energetics of this device. It's it sends energy your way, and I'm going to be patterning it, working on different parts of the body in an effort to make a whole bunch of different on-demand recordings. So if you need to have special help with these, it's like an electromagnetic terahertz frequency that builds up different parts of the body. I don't know. I'm just going live today. We'll see if some people show up, what we talk about. We've got a chat room here on the platform that you're watching. We're broadcasting live on about 5 or 6 platforms right now. So a lot of them all aggregate into the same chat room. That's cool. But I should say we have Telegram, t.me/remedy report. And we've got about almost 400 people in there. And it's definitely a resource that we treasure around here. So I'm going to have to be a little careful because we are broadcasting live on YouTube, and they seem to monitor what we say. Super. All right. Well, maybe we can just end. I don't know if we can just cut YouTube off at a certain point, or how we do that. That would be ideal, because I don't like being under those kinds of rules. I don't agree to them. The whole idea of community rules and stuff. If I don't have a say in the veto of it, it isn't a community rule. So there. Needless to say, that page does support a lot of the work about Eartha Kastar and her, the problems she encountered in Colorado. I helped build a lot of evidence that the police were, in fact, violating the law, the federal laws. So I need to be careful about not dropping that channel without being able to reconstruct it. So I have many of you, if you've watched the show before, if you've been recommended to come to this show by somebody else, maybe make a mention of it, why this show is important to you, and it would be great. There's a lot of kind of healing work I do in biofield tuning, addressing people's traumas from the past. I really want to sell the idea that this show is a valuable thing to other people, and see if we can get some people to pitch in a little bit to help with my operating costs. I canceled my cell phone today. I just am not going to be able to afford that going forward unless there's some income coming in here. So we're getting, the signs of spring are approaching. They're putting in a pier down at the lake today, and that's a nice thing. On that, while it's on the screen, that Telegram group, t.me/remedy report, there's all kinds of information and news that ends up flowing through there because visitors, people who view the show, like to, share these links that they have. And probably the most ones that have been shared lately, I probably can't even talk about on this show right now because we're broadcasting on YouTube. I guess we could say that it is outside the scope of what YouTube might allow. And it's important that if you are watching on YouTube, it's important that you know that you are on a platform of censorship, and that I can tell you there are things that are in your everyday life right now that are harming you, and that you don't even know about unless you've been listening to the show. And well, I can tell you the one thing right now is about vitamin A. And that stuff is killing people. I mean, slowly by slowly, unless they overdose, you can overdose on it, or you can trigger your liver to dump enormous amounts of vitamin A all at once. And that could kill you, or it could set up a sort of disease in your body. It's just toxic lava-like substance. Or it's not like literally lava, but it's so acidic. It's meant to stay in the liver and be secreted into the small through the the pancreas? Through the gallbladder, and then the pancreas and the gallbladder share a bile duct that goes to the duodenum. A duodenum, I believe, is a special part of the small intestine where all this stuff mixes and goes through. And if you know somebody who's been jaundiced, I'm actually a little jaundiced in the face right now. I've been doing some low vitamin A diets to try to purify my body a little bit. And well, it seems like it's working. I'm getting the liver to excrete some bile, and I'm eating some black beans to prepare the smaller intestines so that it doesn't have to deal with that highly toxic bile on its own. So that's good and interesting. I don't know. How have you guys been? What's going on in your end of the world? Trying to see what I've got here. All right. Well, let's get going on some of the therapy stuff. Take that off the screen. Maybe I'll write something to say about what we're doing here. Terahertz. Let's do that as a text label. terahertz treatments. And I should say that we are your participation in this show from this point forward is your agreement to forgive me for any adverse effects that these treatments might have. Sometimes, we're so toxic in the liver, but it's subclinical. That means that the presentment of the you don't really have any evidence that you're toxic. You don't have symptoms, right? You don't have any symptoms that come forward that let you know that your liver is toxic. And this is because the liver is a storage container. I mean, it's a filter, and it also stores toxins over time, and a lot of it gets stuck up in fat inside the liver, and it gets hard to move all that stuff out. Well, when we work on these things, you can, it might open up a valve for your. There's what I talked about, the duodenum in that place. There's also a sphincter in there that holds back your bile from going into the small intestine. And it's a good thing to have already eaten some, I think it's called soluble fiber, and such as in black beans. That's a good one. And the soluble fiber soaks up that bile and will help to transport it out of your system. So, like if we happen to stimulate your that sphincter of Odie up there and release some of that toxic bile, then it's good to have that stuff going. So you could come back to the show later and watch it. I was working on a woman the other night. She had tooth pain. Not just tooth pain, but her whole side was swollen and in extreme pain. And she called me, and it was it's pretty straightforward. I use a tuning fork for most of that kind of work, and I was able to reduce it over a phone call. Instead of the whole side of her face hurting, by the end of the call, it was just the tooth. So let's put this up here. Terahertz. Well, why do I have the tuning fork out? I guess I was just using it as an expression. All right, here we go. We're going to work on different parts of your body with this. And if you'd like to buy one of these, let me know. I think this model is about $400 by P. Rife and Itera Care. And just an amazing thing. This terahertz frequency, and we've had some really great things, great reports of people who've had brain injury, that type of thing, suddenly make great gains when using this kind of therapy. All right, so with that said, now let's work on the brain. And I should mention that it's good to drink some hot water before this kind of treatment and after this kind of treatment. It stimulates stem cells in the body to grow at the place that we focus on. And it also stimulates enzymes that may have been dormant because of toxicity around them, and it helps to stimulate them back into action to break down the toxicity that's around them. So Here we go. Let's work on, I'm going to be working on the forehead here. So okay, ending. That's the end of the forehead treatment. See, I see there's a chat in there. Hi, thanks for your comment. See, hi, this on the screen. Terahertz treatments. Okay. Great. And all right, so let's work now on the eyes. I'll work on both eyes at the same time. Okay. And let's do the sinuses. And the third eye. Sure that my audio is coming from where it should be. Oh dear. My audio is not coming from the right camera output here. I think I'll start this over again. I don't see that I have an option. Went into muted mode. Maybe it sounds okay. No, that's not good. All right. I'll get back online here in a few minutes. Bye for now.